Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have a review here for a movie from 2001. It's about 2 hours long from the directors, I guess it's two brothers, I don't know, who directed The Book of Eli. And I saw that was a way better movie than this. But anyway, this is a film starring Johnny Depp, Heather Graham, and the guy playing Hagrid in Harry Potter. And it was very strange to see him here. From Hell, adapted from the Alan Moore graphic novel that I tried to read like 4 or 5 years ago, and I hated it so deeply I never finished it because it was truly awful and pointless and random. To me, that book is basically Alan Moore trying to see if he could sell absolutely anything with his name on it, despite the writing being poor, the art being amazing in the book. From Hell was an awful book. So I was hoping this movie that was supposedly just a very small chunk of that book adapted into a very quick, interesting little film for 2 hours, not too bad on time. This was awful. This was everything about the style that people don't like about Book of Eli put into a Jack the Ripper 1888 period piece serial killer movie. Now, if anybody was going to be the audience for this film, it would be me and probably you if you're watching this channel. I was hoping for something cool. Johnny Depp, Jack the Ripper, kind of styled like a Tim Burton movie, the Book of Eli directors. I had so much going into this that I had hope for. And it completely let me down in every way possible. Within 10 minutes of watching this movie, I could tell that it was going to suck. I could tell it was going to be such a disappointing piece of crap that I was not going to enjoy. And to be honest with you, some of the scenes were so drawn out and pointless. No dialogue or anything that I just started fast forwarding a little bit, to be honest with you, because From Hell was truly from hell. This is the thing they play on repeat down there. Anyway, essentially, Johnny Depp is a drug addict, alcoholic, private investigator, detective, something like that. Who cares? I think he's like an actual detective, though. And he's basically brought into an investigation of these random prostitute murders that they assume is by this alias of this Jack the Ripper killer, that no one's really sure if he exists or not, or who he is, or if he's a group of people, or whatever. And this delves into a lot of theories, like the book does, about what the supposed royal murders, I think is what it was called, royal killings, something like that. That theory, if you're interested in that, is barely explored in this movie, to be honest with you. But a bunch of prostitutes are showing up dead, and Hagrid and Johnny Depp have to go investigate them. Johnny Depp apparently sometimes even dreams of the answers to these things he investigates, which is kind of a weird touch in the movie, but I don't think they ever really go into it too much, to be honest with you. Just kind of thrown out there for a character development that never pays off. Anyway, From Hell is them on an investigation of this Jack the Ripper killing spree in London in 1888, and there is not much happening, to be honest with you. It's kind of boring. It's kind of... I think the locations are good, like the settings are good, the buildings are good, all of that stuff, but it's the actual production value with the camera work and whatever that I think sucked. The costumes look good, but most of this is not just focused on the investigation. A lot of it, the majority of the film, I would say, is focused on a redhead, Heather Graham, who leads a prostitute group, community, whatever, who are trying to pay off their debts to some guy. I don't know why they owe him money. I kind of missed that somewhere in there because my eyes were rolling up in the back of my head because of how much I hated this movie. But it's not horribly shot, but it's overly stylistic. It's a late 90s, 2000s, again, a wannabe Tim Burton, wannabe slightly influenced by The Matrix type of movie playing here, and it's bad. It's really bad. It's trying to throw some humor out there and trying to have a lot of really gruesome kills that you barely see the practical effects and makeup that was used there for maybe 2 seconds, which is a shame because a lot of it looked like it would be pretty good if I could have actually seen it most of the time. The film is not horrifically violent per se. You don't really see a lot of the murders right there on screen. A lot of it happens off screen. But it's not really something I would call extremely explicit. It's not a family movie, obviously. I wouldn't take my teenager to go see this or something. But even the music is disappointing about this movie. From Hell really does not know what it wants to be. Either a Johnny Depp MTV movie or like a music video or what. It's like they don't know what they wanted to do with this. And again, I feel the same way about the original book. I think that book is all over the place about what it's supposed to be. This movie matches that up perfectly fine in the best possible way as an adaptation. So if you love the book, maybe you'll like the movie more, but I hate both. I think they both suck ass, so I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest with you. When it comes to From Hell, I wanted to root for this. I was excited to see Johnny Depp and Hagrid working together, but no. It's bad. Don't even waste your time on it. When I brought this title up to my mom, who's a big horror fan. She said that she had known about this movie, but had never seen it. Let me tell you, if you're one of those people who have heard of this and you happen to be a thriller horror fan, even of period piece style movies like that, don't waste your time. You're gonna hate it, I promise you. From Hell, have you seen it? What do you think about it? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and comments about this down in the comment section down below. And what's your favorite Jack the Ripper style movie or based on that? I'd love to hear all of that down below too. If I had to rate it on a 5-star basis, I'd give the film like a 2 out of 5 stars because of, again, the settings, the locations they shot at. That stuff looks great. The costumes look great. Johnny Depp is good in the movie, so is Hagrid, but everything else, no. No, no, no. The weird love story between Heather Graham and Johnny Depp, hell no. No, no, no. What do you think about it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, especially if you saw this in the theaters back in the day. What did you think about it then? Do you think the book is better if you've read that? I'd love to hear all of it, like I said. Anyway, thank you all again. God bless you all. Have a good one, and goodbye.